Ochina, the 11th day of the month of March, Nyameya Domoa, it is expected, sir, Rough Finance Minister and as Photosam for Kasela to Forsen will be joining the members of Parliament in the chamber. Now, I think so. The budget for 2025, what to me, Eddie Ninano, Eddie Atudra. The big question, no, and it said this will be the first budget for 2025 and for the second term of President John Dramani Mahama and the NDC. What are you expecting? Many were the promises the NDC and Ura John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, at the bar ahead of the election. Now, the more implications, the reflections are in the upcoming budget. And at the end, I'll share any say Ochina Finance Minister Ebetimi Aka ewo budget in mpacho ma wadwen training nyina no emra yebeje na yakenkan ni nyina nso e de amount 0550567929 until let's hear from you na yene wo eni enkomo na dwuma no yene wa nkasa ana enti de wo hwe ni mo se ochina ebeba you expect say taxes bi o hono mo a aban ebeyi e de free hono mo ana
Kessben.
Plus many other social intervention programs, plus the 24-hour economy. When him say conversation on that particular promise and policy, it been a little bit on the minimal level. And last week was a week very busy for the entire government and the entire nation. There was a national economic dialogue, a course, and in anticipation, you said to do no ebetimi epiemo ewo budget nim Nyameya Doma Ochina. And just let us know the big push agenda, and so ewo no more over $10 billion are buying pay for infrastructural project and development. Ninyina no nkomo yehwe anymore. And ahead of the budget by have a conversation na yentumi any enkobo me de Kwame Appiah Kubi Mr. Speaker what join here na what the wadwen training nyina no e de aba 92.9 Kessben Plus and afi Kessben TV Plus radio utie ma mene Dr. Richmond etua hene eni nkomo ono banking consultant and as well finance expert na anope mene no eni enkomo Doc Bachotmen kan anope Maakye Kessben so nimpom te saying
Yo, me also Mr. Speaker. But you want to say so.
Eradia Daroma, Doc, yes, you're on your pa, no pay your doesn't so waji so. Yet himself one day or
Adumna.
And I trade the pass it. Now, no pay me do a sick as your pa, say waji so. Now, budget ba Nyameya Doma Ochina, many Ghanaians a lot of hope in this particular government and as well, almost the good one in Nano. Last week, between the 3rd and 4th, we saw a national economic dialogue, a course for 2 days, just to position our economy and then receive suggestions and ideas from industry players. Said many are expecting the dialogue na be a main budget and kasa eba. What are we to expect as a country, and what are we supposed to do as a government in positioning ourselves for the future and the things ahead?
Yo, Speaker, me da say, me chawa tearful na sana pay wa mama kwenya say na ye can budget ni so na kwansem. Budget na die say the city no. E ma bontin, but we ko share IMF document. Table 2. Ghana budget from 2022 to 2029. E da ho yopo.
David Dog Mante Honey.
Sir, okay. Ghana's summary budgetary central government operations from 2022 to 2029. And no extra revenue. Once you have one ECF, enhanced credit facility. I am a for boy. Into a boy, and no mashisha budget no at all. From 2022, copying 2029. Extra revenue as a CATV generating expenditure as a CAA deficit. Bebem, oh my nina. Inti nano no mobile. Nano no buy no mobile president. Normally, the back etu maybe I know my but almost the be mind the be count intina omushia Minister of Finance we always share president no we share na kesa o my amayen e nobody abrayen and I see minister so didn't the account the expectation there looking at the times and seasons I only there minka say o sebo enye ni GSM sa if you say
Kessben.
Ya share near mana mine ye be so beka ho ne TB free mu nti until so beka sa be wie no because obey be free obey taxes ni be free but my be revenue projection nina compensation wages salary nina wa nti o de be check now minister no so ade ne de kakra on na baby o mo no nya adwene no mo no wakasa nto makasa wie ko no eno na ama finance minister nya akokoduru se benadai o de beba betuja ama Ghana for ehu said the city
and so see I what template that way our mayor TRCA and ye share ni was minister or be no the nedia keka ho any idea no. I mean this is a new regime and yet the previous government in the last 8 years you no aban foforo am making a lot of promises and it is based on those promises and Ghana for atuaba amani goodwill. Enti one you expect a betting tax beko COVID levy any idea keka ho nyina no ebeko again aban yisa taxes we no e free hono what should be the model ye de be generate enough revenue e betimi akita for the shortfall ebeba
speaker medawase pa enunti na obaye no so obeyi unim say COVID levy and our betting, they generate 6.7 billion every year.
Yes.
See, no, either say baby direct taxes or indirect taxes. No, propose 6.7 billion. If you say so, one farm you cannot achieve the target. But the woman make can't say and charity and a director general appointed director general of GRA. I can say obeting generate 200 billion. So to me generate 200 billion taxes, I mean baby all of free. But to me generate 200 billion in the and I guess we exceeding even 175 billion our budget national.
Okay.
So to me generate 200
billion, yes.
So to me actually not was exceeded by 25 billion. But no okay and one baby or coffee. If we say as I say go to me say be a maybe say my broaden tax space. Me introduce bia me fan say mano kake ko bia me share property tax bi no ma share environmental tax bi enam say environment I say no but wono wanka but ni gidi say minister.
Oh, so unfortunately, Dr. Chiahine will be back again on the line. Na yene no Eddie and Kombo. Enti yene Dr. Richmond Chiahine ana Eddie Kombo. Wono a banking consultant and then a finance expert. Na anope we just want to understand perspectives and then ahead of the budget, the SSA yehu expectations, ewo ho Ghana for ewa regime mapa se Ura John Dramani Mahama a buying way budget dikanya ebe no enkoye taxes enkoye niema ebema niema bo ayeden at least it should be something that ebetimi aboa ma tememu for asetena no emu ahenhan wo mo edwadie ho ensem dog pacho otemen kase say
masato ngabi medase say etiko e watan frame
medase enti to asoma me
enti so obetimi otimi kire ba bi obetimi jump from 175 billion na 200 billion so good. But one can't, but me sure say, a China, the minister bar, or no baby, but Joseph be, I'm a tax 200 billion.
Okay.
If you say tax 90 million ruba, over the expenditure side, your debt, interest on debt repayment in Kwa for 2025, yeah, Yasabwa, 61 billion. 61 billion, over here, domestic interest. 41 no tier astena 21 billion and a woman for 2029 and now back compensation was an no President Mahama by or Fred UC and it a partial committee
yes
na any penny ma the country away yeah you need him say I am a for but no person no mushia because budget compensation is 71 billion. Until now, on no Mushia say, so how much become one? More 71 billion, so because about 71 billion now, a very affected budget in 19 kind of Mushia, much is for to me. Yes, sure, said you might get to this 71 billion would take care of all the friends say public sector wages, which is a big part of the public sector wages.
The 71 billion cannot cater for public sector wages.
Say, woman, no my analysis maybe intina. Almost can say a bubble 71 one. It's a set revenue will be a cost what we did here with public sector wages. Intina, person, public sector wages, you say, I buy no which 19 cities also be visa. Me a sure say. So say public sector wages will possibly be the same 71 billion. Now ama budget ni more high.
Wow, interesting. Now there is a lot more because ninyina akwakoye expenditure as against or revenue generation and I say mobilization. Now utie finance minister award the economic dialogue ASEA. Now thematic areas they are telling you say they are going to cut a lot of wastage. Enti eno so etimi eboa ama yetimi withhold certain amount of monies bia anka ordinarily anka ebedi yenu mukwana.
Well, your physical discipline, your physical consolidation. I'm a phone culture say, and you say your physical, above certain percentage of our GDP.
Okay.
It is as I say, cut your expenditure. Until now we are ministers no perform. And now what you see be the staffers, maybe 900, we maybe 30. There's a near P as I see a film so Emma I watching on the physical side because the one yen is untini mu omano.
Okay.
Omano sika semno ayedeja. And yen is some so we catch say will be president at this time because Niamana BB. Books
in the money.
David, I'm ready the boxes to the Munti. I'm ready them. It would here your friend be MTRS. MTRS means a medium term revenue strategy. 2023 now. Minister of Finance, Papa Finance Minister Oko. Or say we envisage to increase our revenue, tax GDP ratio to 18% by 2027. The issue how they're going to do it, broaden the tax base. And no, broaden the tax base, economy was a little bit concerned.
Because they're saying, yes.
The informal sector of Ghana has strong. And identifying them and taxing them is very difficult. But I remember an example. And I know Name data say, and I make a friend welder Babaye. We and what charge me. But such a person, with this kind of man or no unja tax there. And how do you rope people like that in? If you're able to broaden it, then you will lessen the burden on the payment of those who are paying now. Very, very important.
Okay.
Other countries like Kenya and Rwanda, higher World Bank, Mamobai, and ne broaden tax base on the informal side. And I hope say, many World Bank did so methodology we use Kenya and Rwanda, you'll be able to use it to broaden because you are broadening tax base. There is what we call tax fatigue. Tax fatigue is say. Woman can do baby no mabre. We are any from court as one of Ramatu. On your good man, so who your tax no because when you are personal income tax, no one to corporate tax. And in his own fee, you say, Omo Muchiano, bedding on the brain.
Yes, Doc, yeah, to Almami.
And about Kubi Omukaya, World Bank Force, what can I say? Or see, ensure progressive tax system. Obika. I deal with your focus you, but Kromano, Omaka, Omomayare. What is here? Retrogressive tax system of Kroma. We can't better say any Kroma, in Tina, Omoya campaign, almost say, you may backing tax. You may mumu. What do you say? Ushama, Pebble previous and Ukra would teach you. Yes, I will. Upa, Ukujina, Kuchaloto. That. Woman, which has any amount of betting. Uka. Over here. either students and are unemployed.
Exactly.
If you no tax now, you are already making him poor instead of taxing the people who could afford to pay. Who could afford to pay? Number one, sabi okumasi economy Nasia Kessben me maho. But who adaya aspring from free ajuso baba tim kumasi. Na obi anya na dwene say property tax so ye behwe. Me ma free advice.
Yes, doc, na say no ye dada ana
David na who 100 cities 200 cities so na obeti property tax 100 cities. Anything na me can say bi anything na omampanyi kwa na otwa mo no oba no ka digitization of properties addressing system. The main issue no person when say what digitize here, then they will hire a consultant who will be able to tell us building we will say building we say near no one omani the central government and then the debate local council could be anyone we are local council into tax into your worker na abange central government and all the abroad to where they shim transfer to the event near the brew but ukokubia property tax wunya si dan na auto dan say Guy Fawkes make count abakose akwa be a friend Guy Fawkes and o call British Parliament in 1400s also o question no one ma de go do question no
dabi
say wunni property a ye ka democracy a won count your friend property democracy oh yes o question no wunni si dan ya vote sada na tie efro ko no mu say sento obi nya dan dia no tini vote dia ansa ni par ne ho aso no so krom ha adan de bre wo krom ha ebi kra de nansa ni mehu see the estate tax abekon go for see good property buildings but if you look at the property enhancing the property tax if you say
yes but
maybe we ha you betting your piano na hiti and hard the hiti harder near jai near the offer betting tax near the offer
and only angle na nka me bad because now o share adan dodo na yes see our property tax one semia it is between people within the upper class and the middle
that's
class
right.
And a AC dying.
Why are they honorable? Why are they power speaker? Why are they wabbing?
Thank you, Doc. But the thing again, no, and it's the same people yanso na AD so a womo hyehyem mra ne maye. Enti the upper class here hyehyem mra no e de maye ni. I mean, how do they make the laws? Say womo ankasa de bechichiri womo say at the end of the day no womo betimi own properties no but womo oni nso a womo ntua sika bi ana etuo bi e wo ho emfama ban. They wouldn't have that well in doing some of these things I no pay will suggest.
Then we cannot develop the economy. If you say copy so okay ade we mesa my reference point Rwanda and Kenya they were having a challenge with property tax. Then they brought in the World Bank and omo consult no your mama and then omo tax GDP every 14 to 28%. Ghana the end that so yeah 14 your person dey ko 18. So ako Kenya high flyers ubenya dan to 35 40 nya dey and they were not doing the same thing. But the entire yenya wa haro mini American show. What do you mean more example? Be 2014. It be an all year juma. 2014 introduced high taxes for cars at 3.5 liters and I'm a boy.
Yes, I remember.
Said you okay no. Only say omujaye. Only ma go do omujaye. Because woman use 5.9, 5.8. Into a how woman did not say your tax system is retrogressive. Progressive. Retrogressive in the sense that the poor suffer more than those who have. It is a answer. Normally, your politics, near taxi business, near taxi poor people. Every maybe no. Poor people need to mean a business need to mean yajuma. Until now, we need to expand the net. This is kabeba. And only one methodology. I can't say you're too good. You're too good. According to Bank of Ghana record, where they 11.1.
Yes.
But the records are called Dubai and Modi and Ghana. Now you're too good, 11 billion. They are only about 1.8 billion. Now you're sharing property, you're environmental tax. say environment, anyway. And this is free. Oko Botswana, Ubetia. Maybe I would do a good year, even South Africa, Omutia. I don't know, you did minus Abukuma, almost say environment. And in this to count, and I'm going for you 2 gallons, say assassinate, because Omutia, there is no environmental tax. And the way no, we get our feed, you won't give fan count. But Sunny media next year, free media on minimum. Because you perceive expanded tax bracket. These are the most possible ways you reach Niabua. I have recreation going to the informal side. Because the informal side, you know, fit up for bricklayers, carpenters, you get ready.
Yes, but Doc, environmental tax I will suggest would that be limited to one more in the mining sector? And I said here because I know, sir, in some time past, pollution tax yadiaba edafu or no eso okokotia na yadibia ma Ministry of Sanitation back then. Womoso womu di CSC chrome yade proper chrome yade SA. I mean, ya just taxing for over 8 years. Ghanaians did not really get the benefit of our pollution levy. Ya kofa ba ye.
Media, if I be in for, Miss Midi for. Oh, sir, Omoko Casa, we are no more. Obiagram from Mijan was on there. Moka environmental tax and send a munya and again I'm the what's the problem back on? Yeah, cabro for fine. But what cabro for we are, will be to me and Cowbay, which is parliament to grab it me as some mom say, hey. One was a environmental tax. Mudi and a coin. And
a normal friend of pollution and sanitation.
And no, no, you're got to consolidate the farm. And the other pollution, no cause pollution. And the higher farm would be for Miss Mikau. As I see a put to pressure and a CSOs, no. A CSOs no one. I see a put to pressure on them, say. So, but you know what, channel Casa require. As I see a fun answer now, what kind of Marco. You won't find your friends say, one set KPIs, oh, no one say, wait, I'm a kind. You do push me and say, I'm a kind, say, I'm a. But you don't know the camera for now, say, Tibofa. Or camera for you, get a bravo minia. You who cried, who you cream for the flu are. Yanny a Tibofa, your camera for the but your camera for now, the woman, as I see a bisano, in Timisa. And I never see anything, they always take us for a joke. So I deal with Kwame can't go for one country. Until see I can't cover taxi. It was when I went to read to find out say it generated 6.7 billion to going to generate 6 points every year to 2029. I want to say you know me kind. But I can't no I can't watch no. It is all kind no one who said the whole can I no way. I buy what they then. And therefore there been necessary static KPIs. And what you walk can be now for the draw and some you know I'm favorable for any crocodile young. No, I can't say me, say me, when you say, I'm G, say I'm fire. Not yes, I'm a day, and so many.
Doc, now, you know, I mean, I buy a chair more no a cancel towing levy, and it tolls, you know, ya abandoned for years now. Now, there are indications, tolls, no road tolls, no, ya besanso at the BM road fund, you know, we need to get substantial amount. Ebeko akotomua at least ebetimi aboa the construction any a year
because over the road fund the cut 20 billion on here. Road contractors do 15 billion, come over 35 billion. A car a down no. And so near Yaquano. Yaquana net to. In Tissia Baya, over in to coin. When you for the enemy, the Amakobi or Yakobi. Sabio. Kobi or electronic gate. Maybe I top prepaid. Into your baby a car no far. What told you to say you what talk? So woman go come and see. Your mom will be delaying. Your Toma woman. Into Omudu not dating a biamam. Almost to find at least meaning so much to find. Into Sanya Mano. Opening. I don't know when is her. Because you know. Maybe offer so called German auto offer Autobahn, so Autobahn. Almost friend Autobahn. Omo Casino to 77 for your friend Autobahn. Autobahn will be Roma. Who Tiesika, so much you be €100. Ufim which in Glabat, Eba Frankfurter, Ubitia, Mother. 5 minutes no do. No one to Vintiano. No crime be Ubitia be, no crime be in them 10. Oko New Yorker, Virginia to Virginia to New York, me for bus. 7 lanes. You told heavily. You told heavily. Near the maintaining crime. Indeed, you better you be any near an electronic system. Then human intervention if you. Not so many beba who be maintaining rules no grano mufanya kwaya and Kenya bonnet. But yeah, she can about to consolidate them van. And also Yako to my head said, I got to am who way. It is yet Cassia yet to say road fund only a pesky day. A refabulation, a dear society. We must make sure so all these monies are properly collected. One more fasoda, such a of one. You were woman could charge. Aha. Any way ya faso woman so many uko Burkina Faso kai tini ya kai ya we abudu Burkina Faso border when him say kan o de ba yan fan ko e so yin yama ye on ba no master no ma say kwan when o to I so jini be 1,000 cities o jini be 1,000 or 5,000 now they are repair kwan no say any ya jini say
it's a dog first of all no yen try say ye be the electronic one, not yen taking away the human interface. 2,
exactly.
We should consider a boy a beje ewo to honomo. I mean, we a trailer obey funny money free port they call Burkina Faso. Ye me can just between 1 city because a coin was
Debbie. And open him the 47 will say, near the work with you. Now can say I you can repair 1 kilometer she say. Until within 2 years, the 1 kilometer 168 or 200. As a city means can repair Kumasa Quanina. And every Kumasa Quine.
I basa.
Would you say, Uti, woman can to say maybe Kumasa knew Miss Minister make a play.
A dog meeting cry on weekend you cry for Kumasa by.
Ah, no, any Yama for Nazo, into every
aye.
Who can be our first or Nazo
and your cry.
Aya so kro bie ni ho a ewo hwe wako yamusu kro to book to Abidjan
Abidjan yes exactly
to Fasoda
yes my Fasoda
e kwan ya anya ni royal ye be tamana le mans ba ye komase kwan e na okoye ma om ye ntimi nye ni ye so a ye nye ni ye ni akoye dual bi mu anya de stamp sisi so kese aja opening onyame hu ye mobo because if baby ya need you one bro.
Interesting. Now dog memoir but en common so ed en common so doso. The tosubium. Now also USA. They say the Trump will cry they were guno. Sika na nke free hot bar access your medical supplies in terms of medicines near there. Yakati say. Now utie president see yena no ka say finance minister and having measures a betimi aboa ma the US aid. I mean donations are nanka e bani ade no ye betimi ahwese ye benya sika to replace it. Na e braso say Africans yetimi take care of some of these things. Now I mean how do we get these monies back because American government na cut all this funding to us. And today necessary budget ni address it to be able to make up for the deficit abay.
Me da wase so sa ko pege we aba she wadi edu sian otwe senka we nipa se ko ba kokra ana meboa
exactly
now sorry obi na nchi ni kuro mu tax mfamro na di eto me bia me ni Trump ya agin at least ye ko United Nations ko kaza Ghana president gina wo American president kasa 30 minutes also kasa 30 minutes nipa kasa wo kasa bi na me kasa wi a na makoji di tax na me abroad se fire or hospital. No, crowd is able to be on the podium. You don't. You don't. Because when you pay the Omana Brache, I don't know your budget. Your budget, yes, a grant. Who your budget, who expect to be man, go with corporate taxes over my grant amount. Now, some of the overcost why I say it's Trump as a man. The woman say, but before you soon hear buying the yet to know. So usa ukudi obi a wonyi pi ya busa wonu anu ma o ma che no fe a champion be yes ye domestication ni e tu no yes wo nyim nyansa e na makofa buku fo ni nyansa po aba e na ye kra ye depending on people a champion see entia so he never added a debt to a dollar to the debt so ye ba ye so agi no ye comfort and then ya bobo sin free 29 billion ko do 66 billion. A kwankura will be also a one fine. Into Bonini in Chrome tax no come never grant in there. Maybe a minimum yaji. The card a minimum yaji. Where we go? Opening somebody could be 70. Namin Kimi she dine claim. Nama Sima Trevias Nami be what? Which is a maybe what? And the was 68 years. It should be a shame to us. Here, budgetary will be granting support. We need to improve our lot. We need to cut costs. We need to, even salaries. We must begin to talk about private sector, by public sector. We must begin to how do we pay people? Because what electricity? What electricity? Oh, yeah, losses. What cocoa board? Oh, yeah, losses. We are government remedy. Also, now the VAT. We are going to I mean, overall, I visited one of the embassies recently. They told me, and I want to continue to rely on grants for your budget support. A time has come for you to find a means. Either you reduce costs and increase your revenue to give the health sector money. I mean, if you DFID, British for school. Or no for Apani no for school music free Britain and I know what is a camera what is okay granted by my chance to become medical supporting military but just I'm a minister resign the world is becoming obia again or more now they won't mean now so they have DH45 now they are sunlight now they were calling you now they call are they woofy oh massa I'm just a mental here. Let us begin to be efficient in all that you do. So, Nigeria, you need public sector, public sector, I mean, you need for sure because money they put you on. No, sorry, I want to be ignore them because baby, my member will chapel. They call one of the company back on 2018 or 2019. Now, me coffee, you may am. Me call and I'm throw on my left and I'm good enough. Now, me fear China. The Busan penny for no more say, now I have manufactured to our Hana. I had a channel because Japan. Who start to look at Japan. But woman and no wish. I mean, let us not disgrace ourselves. Mammy, know about Kwame Appiah. I brought you the chisel. The friend, well, to worry, so to worry.
At Trarari.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Then I'm working out for so. Woman goes here. A Diania, maybe. Tomatoes, or some take cane, or a fatty cane, yeah. Or to one who cut a nymph near Yamshi. Ah, Mother, everybody won't come I am in to grow because many of you. Ah, me who operation feed yourself, a Yanipusu Kuma, cocoa that year. What is it to cocoa over 4 million tons? That's another 3,000 pounds. And then I jump on DCC, pond dam, Babaretesi. And no near my estates, no see any hospitals. I mean, he never added anything. If he let us begin to do with what we have and stop the affluence when we are living in abject poverty. They say World Bank for the Taba. When in poverty level in Ghana, $2.15. Look at your son. When the population in you only 33%.
Yeah.
And you only 33% of Ghanaians are living in abject poverty. Take 33 million, 3%. Mother, where is it good? Okay, let them be thinking, say, or man and tinny, or money, not obi wamania, who say, and go for your queen. But the area, we can't when you have a camera for near call, near a camera for near change, not how much of a work in your force. If you perceive your money, Yaminia, young may so money, idea. Again, national anthem. This is the only place we have. Let us be very objective and let us be pragmatic. Let us be. I mean, who can agree? Who can economic dialogue? Maybe first problem. So we debt problem. And agree to go also agree because what you go now? You are anemia. Cobia what you do? Woman, you are anemia. Inflation also. Cobia inflation when you magic want because ultimately are trouble. You're part of our problem. Let us begin to change and see what we can do with the resources God has given to us. When we do that, all these budget will be a thing of the past. And you'll be so good, because all the scare about the man, all the diakoto, or the hospital, now also the diakoto. a mobile 1 billion, no abiti. No akoton kuku funu be 400 no abewe. Na de biakra tomatoes. Na de biakra jeni anyo. Oko akoma da fa ncho kopim de ma wa. Tomatoes yi betime bia kopim ayi akechiman. Ye nhwe so nye oko India saa na omo yo factory. Wo ye factory nye industrialization. Wo ko fiti ama no aye. Industrialization nye ma wodi a wo pese wo add value. Itibia
Ebeye ye enti we no ochina Ghana for empeja o mu hope mu ana.
Media minka so bia ma no hope so de ye wo no wo do hope shemu pia on here okuma be hia madam for be kan okuma be hia because enye a time of enye mrepa and obi aka say maka bibi o ka we wi a e so de sha wan fan sha o balance a imbalance nti ninka jira Ghana for so mu se nemu
but abayin so ahye pa o 24-hour economy e no wo ho
president ayina president before na kan wo me mo hu ni bi wo mu and wo so ni president before ba no ba ko kai o be ka se bebre be wo tra amna na de wadi na wo no amna no de amna we di ba bia asida ba ya be bia amna tu be bia e kokobo say September, I say kutia 9.7 billion.
Yes.
And finally, she put kukwaya, I kutia 100,000 metric tons for kukwaya. Ye to idea. What you was kedi I am fine. I mean, why don't you even close it and go and adopt the Ivory Coast model of cocoa or more model? You go for anything because we hear my catch for, and we hear my book for. Cocoa Ivory Coast, this is not tongue. To farmers, no more to tax, no machine for cocoa. Nya feni de ko se PBC bintem ene de ko se CBM and a cocoa marketing company. I can't put on also. And I know we touch on the cocoa board. Ni pe 11,000. I'm also saying farmers no. I'm here to farmers no.
And so mun nyina ni cocoa fo.
What me be cocoa. You see, Akwabi can be kire me. 2 years ago me ko me cocoa. Ni ma mi jam cocoa kwa mi ko. Enka se. Me ko na me ba na e kwan a e di ko for time na da Roma. Ucha kwama ye no ma e confident me kormasa ka me de comment ni anko you do be yes sa ayi moto na moto no kura wo de na ma nam yura ni mu na ko me ba me kan na ko biki koko board no odidi matem afa de ake woni ya frame ya e kwan ya be chaso na fra ko ani se me konko he koko no wi na ma be ka jeso chaso wo so tinkan wo da bi etim ya fra o din kakaka onim koko onim se de ji koko me ko fa nti bidia esi amia ni amre na ya so bi na fa the budget meso to be do bi afa budget ma say the America twem Britain for we so money enya no wan say EU the pressure EU come with the Russia on be start twa grant ba Africa because o ma me grant na che yes say ye ni ye
Doc, I no pay me that's papa da me so budget ni be wi ya be say di nkomo biem
Pika me that's
Benso Bedase, and Dr. Richmond to Ahene Anna Yanino at the Encomono on the budget hearing, Ochina Nyame Yaduma. But my many Joseph Paddy and the Encomo, one of your director of communication at the Guta. Somebody to good morning.
Morning, Minya.
Now, and Pombo
and social media platform, you know, Mommy Akianope.
Woman so agile so enti ochina na year kind budget e dey na good for more share anymore. I mean consultations be akoso so far na
me that's be one say get for there ade ba kwa higher pa friend say interest rate, duty rate and a tax rate and me say na higher budget dey more enti if you me say there will be some tax cut almost share about omuba power on better taxes because nuisance taxes they were the same my dreading people. In the hearing sort no minister be parliament so may COVID-19 fiso may levy fuel material tax rate so from 15% to be up to 12 na ama dready one high kwan better say kwan better the faster obema cedi no high stable against the dollar and I mean you can say dollar na almost 1 to 16 Ghana cedis. Be an affectation because of that. We do no ultimate any projection. What consumer now consolidate so ultimate budget and then what back room be send manubo or chame kwaba. I dey chen oba yes and yamani atum identity or call porto ko yinyamano. yato anything rate no ekosro exchange ekosro when say port to the brand be almost some rate of calculating duty as a result of exchange rate differentials no then Bank of Ghana the exchange rate ba 15 cedis or the back calculate or China or the ba 16 no almost as no 16 it can be no all businessman ultimate projection all consumers ultimate budget because obia what be say bon what be window shopping what could fee now tree mu me kwa koto ade odu wa say e bo na sesa say be na ha agent e ni ma get a kwan benso na ba fa obema see the nice table against the major currencies of the world and at the potential enemy yeah.
Yes, na abanye de samba mu wi a be take the effect on the average Ghanaian and nearby no bo no be confirm kakra
no e bet mama wo omamba no aye budget onim so dia ade na meko bisa bo no ebo no ensisa se busumi miensa pra na ebo no ensisa the papi edu ka ye proposal ma ban say for duty purpose say ye koyi niama ewo porter for duty purpose and na unstable friend say rate no mine so the ebia busumi miensa busumi 9 and na say busumi 9 bia say koyi niama porter ebia the $1 14 cents be amawa ewomo ekwema busumi 9 and eba ne sana ebema price of goods and services dwenum I stable kakra but the no onim say de bechi no na dollar sesa ya ndipo se pepi na ye the pressure $2 so enti this enema bia even say na trust bi say ekwan be na ban be fa so a ebema oman ma no ye dwa etu because na me no ka say o hwe ye economy ye twa ho hwe as Ghanaians na ni nyina akodi aho won say ni nyina de bia make extractive industry aho won aje telecommunication aho waje banking aho waje we trade na ye kwa ewo mu a ye trading buy and sell ka no eno so aho waje hwe more say twa ho hwe akomu ha nyina menia ke more kakaka twa ho nyina omu nyina so omu the pressure to $1 no so
Ghana for the any penisa say nipa ba komienu miensa ebeka omo ho abom abie company ne yaye ne kese ne da bi obia pese I mean wono aye na adwuma no di fa so nko a I mean yes na moye na besi ne
partnership pempe na nye dwuma okumu but ne say nim ko bebre Ghana fo bebre so a o ma partner etumpon and so nti friend say emfa one bad apple no
from Puerto Rico good morning
Mr. Speaker
meet your palm Zabadi
yeah minia what I say nti emfa one bad apple no em for you na say because we say partnership okuma they are and but I dey portia by beti na ye ama Ghanaians are competitive no say e be dey na cheaper credit to trade affordable credit to trade what I say because if you go banks so go be commercial banks na interest rate na almost 35 to 40%. Meanwhile, competitor no so eko bob say on the crew no ya dey man 3%. Ya dey man say if people say na Ghana for mo Ghana for the money board ya who won my yafu. Ye gina ya koto phone here $2. Bia na okoto worth of $1 million phone quantity. Who wants to koto $1 million quantity. Onu call the bank so ko bob say ya man 3%. Of highest by 5%. Also call Bank of Ghana commercial bank so ko bob say ya man 35%. Munya mo ba kuma mo phone ni bob ebe. And these are the some of the challenges. There be a plan before. Now because Nancy me too quite Ivory Coast here. Or more interested in almost 79%. Do only say Ivory Coast Nipan Edra one and never bearful. Or come up at the rate of 9%. Now we about 35%. And there are fundamentals there. And more a JDA. Until I will say Anna Ghana for my board as a Washoka Kano.
Very well. Zabadi, my main now was na yen fancy I don't ye ni ochina ye hear him say beba. You best know wedding komobium. Why?
You me the tea for say.
Thank you very much. And Director of Communication Edema Guta Joseph Paddy and Adope Yenino Eddie and Kombono 18 after 8. This is Kessben 92.9 OTL live on radio, live on TV. We are live on DSTV on channel 364, Go TV at channel 121. Enti Anope Wajoeni Yadasi on digital. We'll share live on Kessben Plus TV. Anope, thanks so much for your time. Me need Kwame Appiah Kubi, Mr. Speaker. I'm highly grateful. Now, my young corner yenti na yenhwe finance minister engagement wone edwadifo ma no have ye ewo Makola over the weekend yentie na yenhwe emra
omen bia some markets business you man and am man to but the business ni shake ya
That's right. Weekend
Nyamiadum. A shirt ben a show inside.
I wear white one.
Brand and the say.
Me here.
Could always say you did. What do you say? I found your market and I'm the Dion by you.
I ordered the Dion by
the Dion by my rogue one and my shirt. You fed my shirt Gucci, where Gucci.
I was thinking someone.
Where you Gucci?
I see.
But Dion or Pakina de Mami and 2,500. I see. A 2 but I found your market in a shirt. I shirt. And then me share Dion de buy. But I'm a chair and say, no, no, can't beat me. I share brand and the body. Yes. 80, and they said they'll come and be a good no.
Is it was that I know her brand?
I was shot wash a brand. And Quashata anything.
I see.
I question the anything.
More Jomo number is Eddie streets. A time share and here. But we can not go here. Okay, we'll come back and then have a conversation. Budget no ever. In anticipation of it, you share anymore, sir. And your money in the betting me to you. But what's your finance minister on X Spaces and Brana Joa? Wama indications you to know calling for a lot of jobs. The finance minister has said, sir. And a budget no a lot of opportunities are buying a creative for the youth at the beba again. Nana ye increase school fee sika ye demand kwala on daily basis finance minister my indication is a bekosro from baby a ejina say no emo ebe peja kakra na afeyetime aboa wo se de nkwala uses say krentimi ntokosua. Yet increment in the beba there, but even with that, and also still intimate tokosia. And we'll live to see how much percentage are buying at the beka the already existing ones. A caterers no at the year Juma for the school fee they no again, I mean agenda 111 and come more ebeba in the budget. So buying better so and our obey PPA Ninina no ebeba again 24-hour economy. We expect program no the rollout of it now after the blueprint and then how are you betting me I go forward no Ninina no Ghana for air but it's you ubisa Ghana nibia no pay your baby phone lines in that way now remember ubia catch us a betting tax no as I say echo what you say COVID-19 living no as I say then and also echo na afi we sanitation and pollution levy crank for say enko but then no don't yebe say beko na say enko enti Ghana for no air share anymore na 11 so as I say echo ni nyina na yade a wo waka dada wo se wo mpe 11 na wo sende kakrama wo ya na yatew wo sende kakrama wo ya na yatew this amount we have send bi ayete na omo eye use MTN mobile money no okay na we use omo app na omo aye na na hu sika dodo ayete pa because app ni reduce over hu I mean the percentage sika na wo send no tax ababeka ho na afi what me eho enti ni nyina na ye nkomo a ye be have but ni nyina budget no ana ebeche but your numbers ni 0550567929 0550567929 eno eye numbers a ye de ye adwuma obetimi e de wadwenche no e de aba ye beje na ya kenkan de ama na me ye wadwen se galamse ho nkomo no ka ye ni bi but baby a ne ma ne keka ko no essay na as a country we need to be realistic about the issues. Oje.
Yeah.
Yes, Bibia and Yegusunsu are yes, Nico. Now, the Bono regional minister, Akko rounds, somewhere over the weekend, last week, I think Friday, Saturday, Wako rounds, everyone the region, the Munina. Now, when him say, when a Bui Dam, no, located in that region. And the regional minister, complaining bitterly about the latest development of baby see the Bui Dama a generative power edema the baby nya ma hoodini be free no na hydro no ye ka say no insu a ye de si dam no okay galamsey fo no akọ ensuo na tifi odie
yeah
ana wo mo block insuo no ana wo mo tu galamsey now what it means no any say the level of flow essence yenya na it may pass it through the dam madam no eye na juma generative power ne maye te say dia kosombo die etie nana the level no of the water no ba be come from no ne ye one okay we enono every honoma. The timidity levels of the water. And so you know how clean it's supposed to be. Okay? And also you know essay because they say ya blocky ya to galamsey within the bed of the river bodies. No, what it means is that Nana insure no babe huna babe ya teche. Okay, and the machines are a power power no cannot deal with those kind of river any longer. Ghana water complaining can send the bebre. Ma yenko lines ni so, but my yentie minister Mransa answer na mafa beninsia e line so. My yentie the Bono regional minister na yebra.
They have almost destroyed the Tang River. When we go to the bridge, we saw the kind of destruction that has been done under the Tang Bridge. We saw people doing illegal mining inside cashew farms. And you see, they are doing it on a quiet. So if you sit in Accra, you may think that there is no galamsey going on in the Bono region. Now, they are moving towards the Bono region, and you could see Chinese and then our own people doing this illegal mining. You could see the color of the river, and if we don't act fast, it is going to affect the Bui Dam. These galamsey activities started not too long ago, but there was no political will to stop them. But we have the will, and we are going to work to stop these activities. I am sounding this warning to all these chiefs that when you are arrested, I will make sure that you are prosecuted to the end.
And that is the Bono Regional Minister, the Honorable Joseph Adai Akwabua, and I would say or Kasano. That is the minister. Now, we call rounds in the region. No, initially, Danko Free said Bono region ne the galamsey enye no, but ye kase was in there. You may be deceiving yourself. Say what in cry na eyo say Bono region no yentu galamsey or what enye no cre. In fact, galamsey is na boy pini ho na the wa womo ye omo niema ne kwan a womo afa so a womutu galamsey no essential no, it has the potency to affect or destroy the Bui dam enti eno no ho nkomo ada ye babedi Benisia executive director edema semse energy policy analyst Ben Maakye
Yaminia
to say
Yamia Dominia now so
erade ada roma yenso ye ho ye pa na anopa bi e boko de
Yaminia Yaminia one ne I am de ando pay
my voice I order no pay ho
yeah
I see. Now tell us Bui dam na ye hu say you know ne bobrade ne tebia etesen kwan ben ye fa so esi sa dam yi
many of that I think that you can historically there or Mampanyini dada osadi with the Kwame Nkrumah and then aliswadi hunu bi say e was nya dam the northern part of the country. Visibility stages were done. Mampanyini liman betwaso but Mampanyini kofo ene disikabamu ma started this particular dam. Established and constructed as a pigging plant. The pigging plant is a Bibiana Ghana ye pick the cost renedi sa dam we generation no abe support to your system. For some time now, that is what he's been doing. Dam no capacity around 404 megawatts, but in dependable capacity hovering around 380 megawatts. And so be the integrity of the dam no very, very challenging. We have to be very careful and cautious because generation capacity, embedded capacity, dam capacity kahon. Dependable capacity, dam capacity kahon. And that is the only institution in the power sector. Right? Maybe you may have other, but I think for some time now, that is the only institution in the power sector that has realized profit from its inception. Say you establish a particular company, somewhere around 2011 or so, they established this particular company. It is the only institution I realize the profit, state-owned institution on all realize the profit.
That is the Bui Power Authority, right?
Yeah, the Bui Power Authority, yes. This also now to me a huge floating solar. Sebia, no, it might create about 55 megawatts of solar. Renewable, they support to national grid.
And no one so.
Okay. So and so no didn't Juma in terms of say turning engines and the BI so this will be per se block so now. What it means is that if I say collapse down now, you collapse down so that how can say brain and the only say master bisa issue area ho. And Maakye minister no, I think that the BMK the young politicians no, the state institutions maybe so no or because at that area now you can't watch me your municipal assemblies are there. Municipal assemblies now on your land use and special planning offices. Your fiscal planning offices or municipal assembly so and additional assembly so your EPA sub offices so your police for so I didn't think I coordinate is it that the police doesn't know say they are being illegal operation or we don't enforce. I didn't need to enforce regulation Emma knowing well say it has a lot of environmental damage on area as well as a serious consequence on the integrity of this particular dam I think that it was a break and union so more Kessben so munimo sometimes so munimo so much about munimo say jumadi omudino a bit me or how can say abre o my Ghana but omoko so edino yes so mo Kessben na so muti omunyai na emfa so bia emre omo ubenyeska no ba ubenyeska wi awa be dadum so mo ska no ntimi enchele die sai ska no ko ni kwan say
ono no onyeska no obekwa akoto standby generator.
Oh, now, auto standby generator, and I say, no crano diesel now be used a diesel born from Sao. Diesel is one of the most prized product, most expensive product locally. In the Aminokasa, the liter is now 15.79, almost 16 Ghana cedis per liter. Now, over to me, out of diesel that Biasa, Abra, Bui Power Authority, the more 4 cents per kilowatt hour. That is how much Bui Power Authority or ton the hydro. This will not turn around 4 cents per kilowatt hour now better later beer generator later beer 16 Ghana, which no crano everything else for swab Brussels will turn now. Then it doesn't make sense making that money. And I think that the no more our mutieno any coins are buying crown be pamo or mucho move say Jumadi no mudino or how can see edema the hydro and also how can see edema the solar because solar no one so the moment that so very no the HN is solar no be aka assassin so which also means that it was a model saying the other planting solar no at that particular land area because you're planting on the surface of the water which is floating. This is so no we are behind also and this one the entry year so between Ghana and Ivory Coast because we area now so no be so every Ivory Coast and I say Ivory Coast area honum. This yes say dia we say Ivory Coast for so be almost no that your money entina so any more bono I know that first Nanka Savannah area no so AB over Jama area or Airporting area ho na yes Galamsey but I think they have advised themselves and they stopped. And we are no more some traditional authority or strong area until Mama Monko Fajai. So the other side na bono side no as well around the Banu areas and also the Nafana areas no yes romo almost omunti o mahemfu za hemfu bizo hwa omon form 90 from normal microphone because we has a lot of compensations so Chiama all these communities are more settle or resettle be so area how we HSK and the momo busun ya there's this corporate social responsibilities are we the momo ahemfu is kana mo kakra we momo kakra so ni na no mo ve ni na no mo nya so mo ton mo sa se the man for some be say we are hydro and solar. So we are losing in excess of about 470 megawatts capacity at various generation points. In Timinia, yes,
Now, what will be the implication if we are to lose 400 megawatt here? Or better still, on the average, for dependable capacity of 380 megawatt. I mean, say we authority no any dam nankasa any hobby ma. What is the major consequence? Are you likely so my way to me a facing?
Oh, serious one. First of all, no, or minor reserve margin. A reserve margin, which the international standard no should be between 20 to 35%. So the moment we be a free mono, which is a reliable source of generation, we need free mono, which means reserve margin. No, this reserve margin is below the international standard of 20 to 35%. However, to 18. Until we be a free mono, na HSA. Reserve margin is around 10%. 10% no SOT or even less than 10%. SOT bar the actual is abribiano machines or one say yaduma. So machines or one yaduma na se baku to chimape, which is oh my no bekodum so because standby be anywhere it be feed in. Say we say ya. There is no the ancient reserve margin is a beer machine be obeko to routine maintenance or be fix it. Obey any manti so call through routine maintenance now a bit more so we area support not yena ama kanya is stable agina very reliable but the moment or reserve margin no say build free more which means abribiano o mash o thermal plants now on abribia o solar now on abribiano hydro be now on abribiano biomass chroma yeni geothermal but any source of energy be on o chroma no abribia o say yaduma. For example, Zankanea, your gas suppliers, or more case or more maintaining West African gas pipeline. It's the moment of be breaking, the solar and hydro be breaking. I will say gas supply constant inflows. The annual constant inflows are what it means is that you be plunging ourselves into serious doom. So, and I think that historically, 2015, the Maakye has said doom cost our economy around 2%, almost $800 million a year. So, Mr. The moment of Bubekono, Ghana is going to lose more than $600 million a year. And I think that Mray and Yambra will say lose these huge sums of money, sir. They should know some of these issues that they are dealing with and stop this particular menace once and for all. And yes, ministry, no, there must be that enforcement. There was some dispatchy, senior dispatchy. Military, any other security agencies, because forest zones, water is a resource. And here was a water resource commission. We need to dispatch people. The water is the same as the forest. Okay. So far as you are not allowed to do alluvial mining or any form of mining closer to water to forest, you can say more alluvial mining or any mining closer to the river or any stream. Yes, among dispatching because sometimes Ebinum tie Kessben, but Ebinum Sukrano radio mail or Muntie, so they don't even know what is happening. Okay. The moment they dispatching, my union manager.
Very well. Ben, my man now was here to pay. Why? Give me any other side in Comobium. And Ben is here a energy policy analyst and executive director Edema Semse. Now, very unfortunate. Now, video I watch in Pachawuti radio so abra. Obetumi aba na waba beshe. And this is a video footage of what is happening on the water body ankasa, the river body. Buino dam no yesi ewo so a providing electricity at the but my main call lines in the show na many a year assembly member or no ewo a year we electoral area Amos but say Kokoti meneno any enkomo assembly member Maakye no pay them pom to say
nyamya dom ye ho ye na mo so e
erade adaroma me ho ye orobo na bibia e fine de man fan so ahwe na wa anyi me so
me pacho bibia I am fine just say I listen to me training here papa so I'll be mixing it with English
that's fine no problem at all
the only worry na o narrate or radio no so no we dam is under attack.
Okay.
A very serious attack and a complete invasion. And if care is not taken, I can assure you, sir, we cannot guarantee the next 3 months if we.
Hello, Amos. Oh, Debbie. But you're getting back on the line now. No any enkomo. Amos unkomo na washa no ed. And I like the zeal and then the kind of forcefulness what they did in Komoy. But your mummy bui video the mupekra monfa raw video na nto so. Why? Na ye huni ye na said the modia she frame no modia Ghana phone huni ye. Na rempo wo hwe so a wo be hu se machines this so. To ni bi no de omo de chassis say ya no omo de chassis o. To no mo de akogina so. Saa na ye call ofin so no omo aye no ofin river no saa na no omo aye no say ofin river no kra de entini biem kra dun ko ofin de no apa dentra ho omo ase ni nyina nti ofin so na nkasa de say entini biem aye stagnated. I mean abaye tade eta ho no mo aye nko ba bia because aye thick. They say no wo sa na na bo untimi fa nya hwe. Now this is buinsuo no. Now on this river ana yesi aye dam no. Okay, emo so timinka
me pacha chief me chunka
facha me wo line no na e drop here enti to asoma me meet you.
Yeah, the challenge I want to say the whole thing started about more than a year ago. And almost deploy some military attachments from Sunyani to Dogochina. Dogochina no the upstream of the Bui Dam. So that is the boundary between Ghana and Ivory Coast.
Okay.
And it's also a community back one. They have resettled them at my place. So all those communities, Dogochina, Bui, Akanya, and the Bui National Park, they are communities under me. They are all resettled communities. But situation I want to say, as soon as the dam was built, the last 2 years or last 1 year, it has been so much. People have invaded the Bui National Park as well because the upstream is also serving at the Bui National Park.
Okay.
So it's also a reserve, a forest reserve. So it's not just the river. There's a reserve there before the upstream for the dam again. So the upstream serves as a Bui National Park and then also the upstream of the dam. Over pictures now, it's not easy. And I will say any operations that have to carry on there should not be left. In fact, they shouldn't even deal with the soldiers around. I am saying this because the soldiers at Sunyani, they are compromised. As an assembly member of the
you better cut that side, no, but Toboase, let's get to understand the picture very well. Now, the upstream belt of the river, Nankasano, a national park, right?
It's a Bui National Park. That's a Bui National Park. The third biggest national park in Ghana here has been destroyed. It's been destroyed.
And no one more penetrate, one more rough forest in him, right? Hey, true that I'm saying.
In fact, inside, they are there. As I'm talking to you, they are there. Thousands.
I see. And then from there, no, they are now eating into the river body itself. I mean, thereby coming closer to dam. No, said ye kasa no pay. You be show other videos now with the abaning and so now for near her phone so now what is the major concern? What's the military now then?
The military no, they have been there over 2 years now. I am saying that they have been compromised. Because fishermen now the whole of that area is where we have the market and a landing beach. So the only landing beach in the Bunu region is at Bui. The only landing beach at the whole of Bunu region, the whole Bunu region, I was Bui. A whole ana obi penama premise a one echo. Oko onuma soldiers ne wo honom. Omoko fishermen ne ko fishing I will ask him honoma. Omu hu omu direct say soldiers ne be chi sa chamfan boys yi. Now say ya is alleged say Sanchanfans now we no. So just now more attach or more Dogochina on no. Ebechi about 50 of them is alleged. And that 50 of them no. Each of them went there and paid 5,000 to take each of them from the soldiers again. So how can you trust the soldiers and the commander at Sunyani? I don't trust him. Again, another problem I have has to do with game and wildlife. Not those who are managing the place there. The Bui National Park executives there, there are few officers there. The national office here, last year, they deployed to that place and they saw what was happening. What they could have done was to collaborate with the national security from Accra. But they are now disturbing a manager and with a small team there, cannot deal with thousands of people from Ivory Coast, the northern side, that's the Savannah side. They've all moved to the Bunu side. In fact, communities are being taken. People are being killed. I just got a report last week. I was at the community. That Dogochina, the old Dogochina has been invaded, where we nationals said we cannot, the people cannot stay, and they have resettled at where I am. That community has been taken over by a group from the Savannah region. And some of the people who refuse, they will not be relocated. And when you pass there and you have money like 20,000, they will kill you and take the money. Banda Traditional Council is doing as much as they can, but they are not getting the support from the military from the Bunu region. That is the situation. So I am accusing the military that they are compromised, those of them from Sunyane. In fact, the former regional minister of Bunu region, Banahini, that woman is aware that they have given a concession to party members at in the forest that they should reclaim land. And they are aware that they were not reclaiming land. This was actually what opened the gate for everybody. The place is invaded, the river is invaded, the reserve is invaded. Thousands of people are there. That is the situation, and that's the reality. And if care is not taken, we will go down.
Interesting. And so, I mean, in your capacity as an assembly member, I know, I mean, you cannot do much though, but in a more little way, what have you been able to do about this particular challenge? And why is it that they've invaded the forest though, but why are they now coming to the river? Is it where a lot of minerals are located? Or what do they say is the justification why they want to go closer to the river body and the dam itself?
Well, if you look at the geological service, if you look at their map, the areas that shows where there's a lot of gold reserve.
Yes. Very unfortunate. You will bring back Amos na Yasanso and Natuaso. Enti Amos Kokoti the assembly member Bui electoral area ana yeneno AV and common. Yebesa de naba line so na yeneno area. We'll show you some of the videos shortly. About Galamsey na Nkasa, the reality issues happen at the Bui enclave, at the Bono region. Na afi what me enti the wishes is here no no the original state of the river body. Esunye pa na this is where I mean yes see the Bui dam no so and no produce over 400 megawatt of power. Edema or Maino. Now, at the upside of the river body, no, national park, reserve, more near dear woman, they call for tourism purposes near the Now, the assembly member is telling us, forest democracy and Aaron Pong, one more rema, one more di. Ghana Tourism Authority, no, one more to her day. Forestry Commission, one more day. A dear, ya reserve, okay? For tourism purposes, and Crawford in fact, one more area Galamsey, what that forest, emo. We no tone chenya. The worrying situation is that they are getting closer to the dam, kakra, because now one the forest in the movie, say a gold belt, and gold belt na. Osha map and so I wouldn't baby a gold, FNina, and no, one more minus, Eyuswa, Ayana, one more day, one more day, Emma Sotimenka.
Sorry, line breaking.
Yes, Facha, yeah. And to Asuma Meteo. Also, yes. The geological map, what does it indicate?
Geological map, no check it side on man. It's a mountainous area. A dam, or mobile dam, a large portion of the land. And to share in Shonankasa, it was a black water. Black water is just a small river. Like the way you go to Suakope, you see the river. But because of the dam, it has expanded now. Like the way when you go to Afram Plains, you see the river very big. So it means that all the areas they are doing this because that is where the minerals are. Mostly the minerals are in the river. And that place is a bit soft. And the work there is not too tedious. Like the way they will go and excavate the outside there. And because of the Bui National Park, they will not be able to do that. So they decided that we will use the software by bringing this thousands of boats.
Machines, yes.
Machines. And these machines, they were operating on the Black Water. That was the downstream at Bambwe. Recently, if you are aware, on Abu Junapo's time, they went there and chased them out from Bambwe on the Bambwe Bridge. Just immediate after I share boundary with Bambwe at the southern side. Then the northern side, I share boundary with Ivory Coast. And in the eastern side, I share boundary with Savannah region. And then in the western side, I share boundary with Ivory Coast. So this is how the Bui area is. So when you look at the situation, the river one is the softest one. And you can see the color of the water.
Everything is changing now.
Yes. So there's no fish. As I'm talking to you, the fishermen have all left. Most of them have left the 2AG. Because if you go, look at the water. A big river like that, which fish will survive in such a situation? So they are not just destroying the water or trying to actually collapse the dam and also destroy the reserve, but they are actually killing lives because people are unable to survive again. That's the reality at Bui.
So what it means is that the Chamfai machines are on the water, right? And then they are mining within the riverbed of the water.
They are mining in the riverbed. They are mining there, riverbed. That is why I have continued to accuse the military. And that we have Air Force, a detachment there. We have Navy, a detachment there. We have Air Force. The armed forces are stationed at Dogochina, the boundary between Ghana and Ivory Coast. What is their job? What is the job of the Navy? If you call the Navy this morning, I'm sure they will tell you they don't have boats. The executive from the Forestry Commission who came there, were they expecting the small officers at Bui, the Bui National Park officials, to carry a small boat and go and chase people with guns? And the chiefs are compromised as well.
The chiefs in the Bui area are compromised.
The chiefs in that area are compromised. Some of the chiefs are compromised.
I see. But have you made an attempt to speak to them? I mean, the kings and the people that matters in your community?
In fact, when you come to that side, we have a challenge. As soon as the dam came, ownership of land has become one of the serious issues that they are litigating on. So for the past 14 years, Bui is unable to pay compensation to the owners of the land. So we have the Bui chief, we have the chief of Bongase, we have the chief of Kabruno. These chiefs are not working directly with the traditional council, and they are all in court with the traditional council. So automatically, each of these people have taken advantage of them. And anybody can go to any of these chiefs and go there. But I can say on authority that the chiefs around Bui are not. But other people have moved from Savannah, and they have not taken charge. That's what is happening. Some individuals have moved from Savannah, left the other areas that we have left for the resettlement. And they have now installed their new chiefs there. So if you go to there, we have 52 communities on the upstream, 52 fishing communities on the upstream. That was okay for them to fish. But these individuals from the Savannah side have gone to invade these communities and now install themselves as chiefs. And what they do there is to allow mining with the support of the military from the Bunu region.
No, that is an allegation you cannot substantiate. I mean, if you make the claim with the support of the military, you cannot substantiate that.
Yeah, well, I'm sure. If you call the commander, the 2BM at Sunyani, find out from him if he's aware there is Galamsey activities at that place. You will find out from him again if his officers go to that place. As a military commander of a region, is national security not feeding them? I am aware that the immediate BNI director who was just transferred to Accra has wrote several reports on the happenings there. I work with him direct. What is the behavior of the Bunu Security Council?
Okay.
I'm happy. We have just gotten a new minister. My MP is the local government minister, Honorable Ahmed Ibrahim.
Okay.
He was completely incapacitated because he just got to power. There is nothing he could do because the people there, this need a national concern, not only one MP actually fighting this.
Very well.
So these are the situations. We have been talking about it. If you go there, cattle herdsmen have taken over the reserve as well. So it's not only the Galamsey. Herdsmen have taken over. Individuals are taking cows from them. Everything has become Basa at Bui. Chief, that is the reality of Bui, and I will urge all of you to go to Bui. In fact, you can't even go to the yard if you are not having security, a top security, of course.
I see. Amos, I must say a very big thank you. We'll get back to you, and then we'll have another conversation, okay?
I am most grateful. Thank you.
You must welcome. And Amos Kokoti and Mileno Hedi and Kombono 57 after 8. Hi, Kessben 92.9. But your mama video back on Ube say Chamfine machine, no. It's in so Anna a year, but I report say and one more year no. A shasi I say and kakra say and one bayana. I beg a crack dear. Na one more air blockade in na nkasa. Enti we share the original states. Richard Mami video back on you can compare the two. Enti gradually ubehun say in color no efrasia esisa. We showed you the earlier one. Yes, this is it. Now here we need a green. Any green kakra efe. What you say? Now Galamsey activity in started, you know. This color has begun changing. And this is what the Bono regional minister was complaining about. And this is now the color. You are seeing gradually, no, the level of destruction, yes, air bano. Insurance yede, sisa kakran. Me baby a chamfine is no monfa honemra. Na Ghana for no entime enhwe. Eti won say chamfine ni siso wo mu disisu say ya o to na esiso sa na wo mu tu efom agudie no wo mu tu onsuo na se asase no nsuo no asase na e wa ase no okay ana wo mu ya ade ni se de be ya gold bi eta ho bi ya no wo mu betimi yi na tetene na nka na no mbeka jo say gold de wo ye bosom na repon enti no nka nsuo na sese no wontimi kura enko they say woman say there be woman pay bo ya bosom kra woman ankasa bechew. In fact the woman yen some do achiwa de the count na afi woman timi enya kwan aye de woman pese woman timi eye na bosom so aye behu na achiwa de na chese nananum num hu bi na even po what you say because nananum na yi apa ye gunsa eye amamre ne amane bebre entisi yetimi de bosom na achiwa de kanwa nipa woko ya woko chezo mumfa abc din kansuo mo de kansuo na mo betimi aye mo adwuma no etoji ye ne ara enti that is what is happening na utie beninsia de wo hu enema na ho se sisi nsuo no su ni nyina na ye chamfine machines wo mo build a wo mo de nsuo so look at a dam like this said de wo hu said de we tie no saa na akosombo de ne tie enti imagine say ye de chamfine machines akwakosi akosombo dam ne so na yesi afedi ho ne yepesi yetu ye Galamsey enti yetu Galamsey no eje pa na enwa no na obia kana no atum na obia da sum ni musa na yaye ne saa se yepe de yepe ani de yepe ye ho ani nti ye ne saa no ana yeye odonko sika wo penti
Itro kakamio minro kakamio
Emmanuel Afrin Ziga Ben, but Mamina Eclipse Collateral Management for Ase, and Ope, Wamwada Roma, Anna Wamo Abuaye, Eclipse, sir, Menewo, Enin Komo, a ban credit brokerage, but Wamudimu Akotine, a ban collateral brokerage in so Wamo Eye number 1. Say, land documents, and as a document, be a wire, Edia to a Japadi, and Ope. Eclipse Adaroma, one more edisa document, no ebeye juma, na one more commission, ewo ho, and what you know say, utiemia, but your open loan, only collateral, bra, na one Eclipse Collateral Management for Emedim Komo, only one Mudim Koma, one more ebejo so, na one more share abwa abawonso ulono, one sa echeme aka, and opay say, utieme na wotemen ka, but your one more office, no ewo and cry ha, enti obeko adentan barrier, one more ebe the Moses Hospital, no West African Senior High School, war no and Chehwa pair. Na when Eclipse Collateral Management for Akodin Komo Efri ho. One bejo so na afe one washe ayen shishaya ebetimi abua uye. numbers ni 0543-832466 0543-832466 na wone Eclipse for any enkomo anopei na womo ebeje wo so ye pa kweku asie do Herbal and Prayer Center for Adaroma bacho womo eye number 1 womo akwakofa eye Gidi Herbal Mixture no ediaba na Gidi Herbal Mixture no mpacho ene utieme malaria 3D area no ana hawadwen oyobi a owo ho aya na unyatenka pa se uti epai wo pa anopai ononom Gidi Herbal Mixture ni bia etu ni nyina no ase edema wa typhoid achill ananso se edruba bia wote waposo aya na eye wo yaye pa bacho ni nyina no ononom Gidi Herbal Mixture etu ni nyina no ase edema kunimbi Herbal Mixture ewo dwaman so se ene wo yoba menstrual cramps no ebeye ni nyina ede afi menstrual irregularities mpacho uwo bia ebekle ni nyina ede afi ho mo a ulcer habo adwen a emamunya severe stomach pains ni nyina no esese wononom konimdie Herbal Mixture ni be ni nyina no eye kweku ase edu Herbal and Prayer Center for enra wo mo akofa ede abadwamai so mpacho open dudomo etu a obekọ Ashaiman Ecos Pharmacy anase Repast Ventures okanshi na wako eye Hello Herbal anase Angel Herbal na watimi akwakoje de King's Walk Herbal ana fe wudru Madina ubehu omo nso ewo ho ni nyina no okọ awonsa ebeka bi na watimi ajibi akwako yesu pacho wo numbers no eye 0558639865 0558639865 na woni eye kweku asiedo eni enkomo anopei na womo ebeje wo so na etimi aboa wuye mpacho ko na koje wonro de na ebeboa wuye pa womo adaroma ana anopei so womo etimi aboa ye na menna Bayport Savings and Loans for ase na Bayport for adaroma pacho fixed deposit no womo ede aba anopei utieme na opese usika no eye adwuma na ewo ede ma ode a Bayport for adaroma ana esese woni womo ede ensa so a ban investment party womo eye number 1 fixed deposit unya no baby a beye 3 months 6 months and as 1 year na womo ne ontina se and negotiating the level of interest ebeba usika ne so no wetime any womo edi enkomo pacho shene so se ukita 5000 Ghana cedis e koda ni ma ehu nhia se obewa account wo hansa debi so far as o Ghana card de oba account no woni bi kra wo hodada won be ama na afi womo ne wo aye adwuma abom adope Bodra Bayport branch BM na woni wo mo enyanketa hodie from numbers no on 0245153283 0245153283 and after 0263007922 0263007922 na woni Bayport Savings and Loans in Kessben 0550567929 0550567929 your text lines no making kind of messages maybe I would aba shortly na mamena chocho industries for ase anope womo adaroba womo di chocho BPT no e dia base ebeboa e regulate or blood pressure no na a control ni nyina kama to the levels ebeboa we ye pa anope we obi BP hawade dia mpacho di esese wono nom no e chocho BPT ano nko an ebe clear ni nyina e dia free ho na afi etimi aboa we ye bacho uyo bia nantema propro hawadwen wonsemo eden kakra bacho udro ni pemu a wunya akokodro no ana confidence no emfa nchia anopei opese wonsemo go sede abodoma de etia esese uyisu chocho hand cream na fi scent no a wo shempabo na abemu socks ni mu nyina no obeyisu ya chocho foot cream na wo de asrasra wo nante ebeboa a soften ni nyina kama na afi echimi aboa ma scent no bad smell ni nyina so etimi everyone chocho soap no clear rashes and scars kutwa hodo bia betototo ni pedua no eni no ajo uyisu chocho soap a clear ni nyina no e de free ho anope ma wonsanka bi wa pimples agi wanim aboso dandruff ajo ni nyina no yusu eye chocho soap ne bi na fasesi ho ebeboa wo ye na eba no dandruff ne de ampacho chocho shampoo clear ni nyina ne conditioner ana fe ni hair food na wo de base no aka ho eno ana yase da ye ne special se ebeboa ma esiesie motrenwe no ede amamo na afei wa wo no trenwe ni mu nso a etete anase ebubu no ni nyina no oyisu chocho product ya eboa SSC ni nyina no kama ma wo de no enkasa emfabo na ma wo trinwe no eni adanse enti combine chocho skin toner no ana afei so chocho shampoo hair food ana afei ni conditioner wo de skin toner no strastra na ma wo ni padua na ni eda hodo na wo de shampoo ne conditioner na afei hair food no e de siesie wo trinwe ne so na etimi aboa na aboa wo ye pa mpacho combo yi ebeboa wo yoba ma wonsanka bi anope open dudu mo tu a pharmacies shops supermarket malls ahodo ne nyina no eton bi chocho product no ya tu agum wo ba bia anope open dudu mo tu abekoso home in the eastern region ho ana obehu factory no na woni wo mo edi enkomo fe wo mo on 0551 815388 0551 0551 815388 and after 0244 727348 0244 727348 ubetiwen so after 0504 555535 na woni chocho industry eni enkomo anope na womo ebeje wo so ye pa
Odom sesremusi anansimu no fe
eba no prostate hon kobo die ampacho obatampa prostate center for number 1 enti otieme oye bema 40 years and above pacho prostate no efrasie ebo koko ya shock catheter ewo be memu a very big challenge and opey obatampa prostate center for adaruma wo mo be clear ni nyina no e de free honomo uye obi nso a edura na jo ampacho unya regular urination ansa na ade achi ojonso ntentempa ebi wo ho a ojonso a na unya tinkase ne jonso no sebe ebi aka na yase ni nyina no entimi empiama obatampa ebe yi ni nyina no e de free wo so na afi watimi enya ofa hodie anope ko fifi prat last stop ewo kaswa nyenyano main road no eso na oni obatampa prostate center for any enkomo ananso se free 0553800678 0553800678 na oni obatampa prostate center for any enkomo anope na womo ebeje wo so
minro kakamio
eba conference poso na yedi nkomo ya swase ya adwuma ewo ho endra okọ eye Tanwamia forest name ewo awo win in the western north region ora ama Kofi Boa ene ne team no akwakoye sweep ewo eye the Tanwamia forest na rempo ni nyina nso ye galamse a egusu a ekoso ewo Tanwamia nim Tanwamia de obi anim komo ayedi ewo honomo galamse na tu ntwaye but endra minister no ene eye national security together with the army alcohol I'm told say over 10 to 12 excavators ana womoche ewo Tanwamia forest name bulldozers there dodo pa ana womo acheche ni nyina but I mean come minister ante come adwuma de mo ye weekend govi adwuma de mo aye on Avrenpon wo mo aye achi excavators but still anopeya me ne wo ka say me satellite ekire me say Tanwamia no crofo da so shim ye adwuma enti no wo mo amoche wo mo weekend still na nipa ko ni bi shemu a wo mo ye adwuma munyi sa crofo ni sumpie Avrenpon otie minister mo aye adwuma military na ko ho menka so bi na akwakoye selective justice eno kra de mempesa meka but wo mo amoyi wo mo apie still anopai me intel ne kire me se Tanwamia ho ahomachi nyina na nkrofo guso ye adwuma ana wuti enti minister ora ma Kofi Boa ye bo amane adwuma ne de weekend wo mo aye excavators amochechi wo Tanwamia nyina ye ne de akire we are told mo de akwakosisi yoso se hwi yoso okay baby a mo de akosi nyina no satellite ne da so ye nim baby e wo but ye nkire ansa ye nkire Ghana fo no baby esisi ansa but ye be ka no kra ne so ma Ghana fo ne ho wo mo a akam no munyi wo mo nyina mpie Avrenpon wo mo a edaso wo mo a wo mo ye adwuma from ahomachi besi anopa nyina munsa nyi wo mo munyi wo mo nyina mpie adwuma ne de mo aye batanwie peye enti se minister ne tie mi a mon kama ne nte won tie mi nso a mo ben no mon kama ne nte se Tanwamia honom no weekend mo aye ade memory da no pa na mo koye sa operation yi enkrofo ni bi wom Wamu gusu ye adwuma wom. Wamu gusu asemu a ye adwuma. The same time anwe ho na mo ye operation no Saturday no. Still na no enu akwasi ebesi anopai enkrofo hyemu gusu ye adwuma. So clear them, take them out of the forest. Na forest ni nya kwan no home. Wamu gusu a wamu ye. Wamu gusu ye. Talam say na mo di be ye na mo wi am aba ha be buni panim tia be ke cancer fon e de akire ni papa de mo ye nyina ye ni mo ye nim na ka ne yenka ho asem ye nim but ye beka ye operation Saturday anopa everyone e clean crofo ni bi na operation dey course no kra de do baby na esre kwa Yankrofo ni bi hyehyɛ baabi a hɔ ne de yanhyɛ da mfa hɔ. Nana wutie. Minister de so otenkran. Wama directive. Si yenko carry out operation. Wutie. Ani ye kɔ ne ye operation ne ye kɔ. Ani ya chechechi. Yes, ya cheche machines in the much bebre. Ana me ka kyerɛ mo sɛ minim baabi a mo de machines no akogu nyina. I know it. And I have the videos. Everybody satellite that baby out, womu gusu a womu ye. Ashanti region dia minister. LED ya mo koye ye nyina yenim. Yenim baby a machines ni gu. Ashanti region. Yenim ni nyina yenim. Yenim baby a minister fa ye nyina yenim. Ba minister ya mo ko Jacobu areas ni nyina so nka ho. What's it not to the Messi? Tanamia Saturday na mo yo operation me na me nyina ho ma maybe ma mo operation ni bi next time mo kwa mo mfreye ye be di akire but ye nim baby a wo mo hyehyɛ se ni nyina we know it and as at this morning drone a capture wo mo nyina me se mo yo operation ni wie Saturday no ano wo mo te se mo ba ne de bi mo dwane but mo yo operation yi wie kwasi ada ebesi ya no pay ya ye di nkomo yi e wo program yesu yi enkrofo ye adwuma wotano anwe anim mo nko clear wo mo nyina mfrim na forest ni nya kwan home wonye na home no wabre ye ni say ma men kire mwade operation no military no bokwa ache na everybody wutie but said ye be ya pepper yo be ye adwuma no wo koye operation a enye obi na be tro say commander fa ha anama amfa ha dabi na everyone one thing you need to know is that wo dru baby a wo kwakoye operation a baby a wadwen tro say fan e ho na se so fa baby a be hu nipa footsteps say footstep bi afa ha anamo bi nie no e ho na se wo fa. Don't let anybody deceive you. So I had here a ho crowd your machine current me ngra dabi omo hye ho omo ye adwuma Munko pam wo mu nyina mfrim minister amakofi bo a munko yi wo mu nyina mpie wo mu gusu semu a wo mu ye adwuma no pa nyina wo mu gusu a wo mu tu na ye nim wo mu asoma wo mu nyina anzo yeze no ye bodi a ye the hard evidence de beba wo na everybody said ye bomfa de no a hard evidence. Government bomb Maakye.
Ghana.
As I say, the name of the game is evidence, right?
No, yes.
Said you call bomfa chiasia, you cover be by ya, you cannot dispute it, you know. Say the more recordings, no faces in the de beba. Ye me body in answer. Ye boy na wankaswa body tattoo.
Yeah.
Me see, Minister Momo ye operation no Saturday. And no besi de womu gusu ye adwuma. Richard I have found Kofi Boa pictures in it so. Excavators from Chichi. I'll call the Facebook page where I did now. I have to so that Ghana for Nankase hu. Ye best show video ni dia show. Me person who say you will videos no. And I can show you a drone shot. I trese adopen krofo guso ye adwuma. I mean you. Yanko.
Yes, Kwame.
Kessben.
I'll come to the Galamsey issue because you see, Assemblyman Kessben, a Rehosam Kessia, was a soldier for go, but they are being compromised. Also what Tikrumu or Kwame and because the Oka was it they are being compromised. What is our case as
Oh yes,
I said they are military men. I want more boho by the dada, but they are being compromised and order. May I wonder why I said Sabri say we done my issue by it's almost 1 week now. Yet is on me galamsi. But up to now, it's assemblyman Bekacho said they are still there and working on. Kwame some way, I'll come there. But you see, Kwame Nyame Adumoch na.
Yeah. Budget.
Professor, yes, Dr. Tuahene. I was like more lectures. Na Nyame Adumoch na. Yeah, baba yeah, ready the first budget. Yes, I say I buy we see. Your budget di kanya yeah baba. Kwame. There is certain agenda of President Mahama. Medika can baby say a prophetic. Kwame a prophetic. I think that word was given to him by the Holy Spirit.
I see.
But just because ebia what the chinu gumu for politics. Enti ama ye mu binim fi say it belongs to only the National Democratic Congress, their government. But Kwame, se ka baby pa I say kini na embrace sa certain agenda no. Ni ehunu say sa 68 years of independence. Kwame, we have failed woefully. So we are resetting this country to a certain level. And resetting agenda, no Kwame. It shouldn't be economics. Oh, Ghana economy, we have to reset the agenda. Kwame, our mindset
is wrong. Enye papa kura.
Your politics, it is wrong. Because had it not been that, Kwame, senye resetting agenda, senye politics, and then your agenda ne propaganda. Kwame, there's no way Kwame see a child 11. I'm telling you, Kwame. There's no way I see a child 11. But because of say the today majority, yesterday opposition, and the enchinu gumu penti, the 11-year-old man Ghana for who say, and you could talk be kuma 11 to Kwame. I had den diamaye. She tell me a US aid issue the buy. Me wo economic forum Ghana eso. Facebook. Now me who say experts or more yet discussion. And they were saying say because of that economic crunch in a bar worldwide, you know. And then aid in international aid in the shortest time come in na become. Because on maybe a reset the economy. Or maybe a refixing economy. No on my ya the night bako esi baby or fixing the economy. Come one yen come bambe yo safa ko immunization. Se said the Dutch government yiska edema say yen fa koso sonkoranum na yen ko polio. Ababia no obenye sika dia man say fire kwan fa free Kumasi bedu akra danida. Danish government ebedum lebinu Kwame sa no mani na ebejai. It one share baby ebetimi anyamwa the World Bank and IMF programs.
Adope.
Et you say as so be adan hoso. What you expect commentaries are eba. Kwame, economic expert. That is what they are saying. So a yet day no maya uyeska. Taxes are Kwame this come out. Ubetimi cancel that tax. I don't get it. So February last year, the late John Kuma media launch of Wealth and Jobs Expo 2024. And one man revelation is the e-levy was able to give e-levy gave this country 1.19 billion cedis. O convertia is almost $80 million. Kwame, we need this money. We need this money. That is what John Kuma said in 2024. Year money, February 2024. You understand?
Me too.
He said it in the shortest time he died. That was his last program.
And in your view, no, Ankayama 11 in Tina.
Come here, come here, say. ena nya me nkwa na make out experts Professor Ade, former rector of Yeferesa Gempa. Listen to economic experts, Kwame. That's what I told you, that economic forum that me also know. Me economic experts. But I listen to them, I read their commentaries. It will be a disaster for us to abolish e-levy. But because of yes, but because of
the quantum of Sikani free movement.
Yes, Kwame, because we don't have money. And then you men make us out Yeniska. I buy na be pentiatres or my Yeniska.
But do tie reasons and any justifications now. I mean, what must I imagine before So for instance, I mean, double taxation comes in.
Yeah.
Yes, you your car, you tour, right? Na o send this ikamo bia ni ate depende send there you bet. I mean, how many times could you say you bet was out?
Where from that the telcos is not there. Some of them are not owned by government. Sebia Ghana Telecom that we have shares and you know we cooperation agreement that is fine. But MTNC, you are using my channel to send money. I have to be a cemetery. Now I buy a taxi. What is the problem? The bottom line is that we cannot miss this money, Kwame. It's yanshe ya. Obon say, yes, so 11. Now you abolish 11. Then we introduce a nuisance tax. Be near hiding. They no cry a dangerous. I be clearer than the 11. Since you see how to do dating. Auto data.
I didn't minister say you bet this week.
I tell you, Obiobeka say ati data so nyano credit. Go and check it. Anyano credit. Anyano credit. Me na me catch oba me challenge no. It is never true. Watch your data. Auto treat this data et say. Na say.
Ebi at the days.
Oya mashapa na say.
Ebi and the days na e cover.
And the days Kwame, the city has been reduced. Opa yamye full and busa nkofo. Today, yan check is here. It is never true. It started last week Thursday. Data about from and what is happening, they say data no, there's a cooperation agreement between the telcos and the government because you have abolished e-levy. So they want to find a way to fill the gap. The e-levy will be taxed through the data.
Because charge e-levy
yes, because telcos no pay e-levy no. Because we say omono channel and omono yadi e-levy ni fa hono. You understand? On what charge dada. It will be on my 11 sabe kahono. Omon kokwan wa question this canon, and it is affecting them. So they would have wished there. Omon charges the best day that the 11 is gone. And to one year, sa agreement we say, telcos net namoka. Okay, ya abolish 11. Sa 10% now. I generate 76.something million. Accumulated to that. Ye abolish e-levy. By your family shaham. And in all cocoa data, near Teso, the telcos will take you share. The Abai will take the majority of it. More shaman. Data now pa, Oya Mashapane say. From last week, you see there, say. Now, Kessben.
Now, me was Sam George page in about 3 days ago. No post his ID.
And then gigabyte not my independence.
That is yes. System.
And then independence there.
Yes. So I mean, who share the watch run now?
You see, Kwame.
No, but he's the minister. That is bonus. I'm referring to it. Yes.
I have read it. And your independence bonus that because of data no matters to no more yes. And your independence near Bedino also 1 gigabyte. Confirm free and no cry a promotion. It is because they want to
data as a promotion.
Yeah, that is also how to use the word because I independence. It's here the Maya say you find joy, but the bejai. I call 1 week 2 weeks a bejai. Jamaica watches.
Yeah,
it's your total data. And a fact. Auto 3 cities mashapa. Offer near the mountain and then tisa.
3 cities mashup for data, right?
For data, yeah.
Okay.
First panel it's 46 minutes for airtime. Ni amount something else for bundle. And then in the airtime, ya tete so say 30 minutes or something.
Ya tete so mama say who.
And what they are doing is they have sat down with the telcos. It is sad to tumuni atutono. I buy was share, the telcos will take the minority share. To fill the vacuum of your friend said the 11. But the agenda no propaganda. I didn't see a tell 11.
And my try you know mash up this is here. But all kasi had my own before the so. So all your 10 CDs you are getting 155 megabytes. And then you are getting 171.15 talk time minutes.
Yes. But initially they say
initially I think it was over 200 minutes.
Yes.
Talk time or so.
Yes.
Okay.
Shall Kwame? Sanitation levy I can was see sanitation levy. Bola tax. Abaya de buy no Kwame. Omo na be di hwamo. Woman na be divert all this fund and the call baby fufa. Kwame ya hunu baby a sanitation levy ni fire. Read the sanitation levy no. Go and read the documents of the sanitation levy. What say obi e kokoto fuel Kwame. Yento 10 pesos. Sa 10 pesos ne ya boa no including kofo omo ya polythene bags. Almost ya do omo taxes. That's a sanitation levy.
Yeah.
Ya boa says sika no a ya de magana ye neat. E kwa be ne be fa so magana ye neat. One. As a city city and district capitals bia Kwame. Move ebia 200 meters. There should be a dustbin. Ya form sanitation brigade. Aye this says he can be betu amoka.
Yeah.
Let us say wo in chrome ketenkete or strategic places e buy anu akwakoyi ye be show gloves and uniform. Kwame. Assembly bia benya sanitation track. Aye be fuel. Enya afa na assembly no ball and hip or baby na afa no okwakohan. Assembly bia will get a sanitation track and all that. Ye benya net, ye benya fumigation. Market no all this yet is that 10 pesos fuel na akwakoto na ya free so na ye de be. Kwame, if say abanya ban tienio
me too.
Amaya I divert fund na dia akoya ade foforo. Amaya ntimi and feel that sanitation levy no. Dia na say Kwame ade ye na. We don't have to cancel the sanitation levy. Let us maintain it rather than say abani sika no sika no no kakra na ye won yes ade akwa yes anu ma ya make me was anu ma ye hia Kwame, we need it.
Kessben.
Mr. Ayi, Dr. Amin Adam. I listen to Dr. Amin Adam. Or say, Abansi wa kundum so, but on kunye. Or say, who are the capacity? Who are the power planter? And not just say what kundum so. Name how to fuel it. And it is about money. When a former finance minister, only a confessing, and when the worker. Baby, sika pay free Ghana beer, they are aware, they know, and they know the state, the true state of this country. We need to be very careful. Etina Maker said there is certain agenda should not only be in economics, Kwame. It should be how we do our politics. How we don't think, but we think about the future election. We don't think about the future of this country. Abolishing e-levy will be disaster. Abolishing sanitation levy will be disaster, Kwame. And yes, I don't say betting taxi.
Now, how will you respond to people who will tell you, say, I mean, all these taxes are in place, okay? The accumulated figures are all bossing in, and then utie the e-levy is giving us somewhere 6.7 billion.
Yeah.
Okay. Ghana cities.
Yeah.
Now, sikawe nyina no awo. But yet, I mean, we are faced with the challenges we are facing.
That's it.
Yes. And you know, I mean, we taking off. Because they are the same people crying to you, say, sa taxes the ordinary people. And then instead of targeting the ordinary people on the streets, poor, taxi woman. why don't we focus more on the property rate? Just to get more from that. Because in Crawford, see that will come out abroad.
Kwame, it's a theory and Crawford Cardinal. It's all about good governance. I buy the tax beer bar. What you are the quality of the tax labor? Esla. Energy levy. Ya amend ya. You say, Ubia kutia light bill. Ukutia water. Sorry, ukutia light bill. Yeto 3% of sales sikana ukutia. Say postpaid or prepaid. Yeto sales sikana. Yes, yes, a public street system. Mebwa. A public street lighting. Sorry, lighting system. What is the public street lighting system? Kwame street lights and the traffic lights. By a scan, Sikana ba Minister Bekaches ye nye do so pod ye free. By a street light in Yaduma. Kwame a traffic light in Yaduma. So doesn't mean say a cancer. It is a buy now what divert Sikano. Our de kwaya de foforo and one some na yeka. Say Yabaji Sika di kotria nursing training allowance. Yeah, sorry, health insurance. Health insurance no is to make sure say your hospital is better. MRI machines. Kwame, you better you Oberon. You better your friend say echocardiogram machines for the various hospitals. By a diabetes says he can't do nursing training allowance.
Kessben.
And what some na ye can say a good governance. It is our buying back. No, whom the reason why I just tax when yes, Kwame, there's no way I see a term.
Okay. Me percent here for the so ben because expectation. Me more numbers in the was I will to phone lines, ye be at the about 30 minutes after 9. 0550922929 0550922929 0552911929 0552911929. We want to pick few of your calls. Na yenti expectation for Ochina. This will be the first budget from a year President Mahama, especially after winning the 2024 election. And expectations no NSA na yenti minfa will course no 0550922929 0552911929 and no any phone lines are de foul course no pacho offer by you be foul na yeni wedding come okay 0550922929 0552911929 0552911929 and no any numbers no ma yen pick it of course no na yen share so expectations baby fawe hello good morning. Oh, Debbie, on Teminka. Pajo, mon check your lines, Emma. We say, Ziga, we all know you are doing politics. We all know you are an NPP or Debbie. Now, we are no NPP ni Obeni. Tema, Odi be free haba, but I mean, don't attack anybody for expressing his view. Mamin Fawe. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Sir, Openi, Odi is okay, free. Oh, Debbie, so unfortunate. This one says that good morning, Mr. Speaker. Short man from a year Omanjo. What Ziga is saying is true. Try mash up on your phone and you'll get to understand what he's talking about. Okay. Hello, good morning. Hello. Andy, check your phone lines, Mami. I don't know why your drop is. This one says that good morning, Speaker. Some of us are always advocate for democracy, especially within the ECOWAS to region. Okay, Mami Fakole. Hello, good morning, Opeyin.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, sir. But you did this Okasafri here.
Yeah, Nana Okasafri was
Nana Okasafri was a crew bench, so Nabintio.
Was time and was a coupon, but on the expectations is you see, Mama one of the Yaman Penny. The impaired distractions, yeah, especially the radio zone, the way the media ban, the way the media ban, I get too much distraction.
Hello, Nana.
Yeah, I have too much distraction. Am I young as a person who the head in a Fakrambo? If you have a moment break. I bet in a way, Wahan away the media ban, Mama, and Akufa, the in a way. Move from Munimi, and no margin of Fambo or Mino.
But I said, there be the platform there be also the amount so that you also express your views. And the end there no can be no be so can be. Mamin fa of fro. Hello, good morning. You want to me and you know so 0550922929055 2911929 and no your phone lines you know the for of course 0550922929055 2911929 hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Opinion. What did they say? Okay, sir. Free.
Hello.
But you're going to from Boise, Coasem.
The first of Master can say, Masha for you like a memory of Vanda, mobile money. Now, Masha, a old woman came for now the team. What your parents is that? We are 171. And you're starting for the past 2 years and one or young king. You may be my
okay. Meda say for Emra 0550922929 05529119929 we expectation no any sign for Ochina budget no finance minister Ebekin Kai Oye Ghana ni ma yente unka. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, sir. Opinion odi this now from me free here. But you can say free page on the mukakra.
Because every Abracas.
Agona Braka show. Okay, Baminti or Coasem.
Mr. Speaker, yes, figure I can get a question. Now, if you can that way, 10 Ghana to be for this year by offer over last year. Now, a minister at the council. Now, if you call your band on new data, you have to from telling of the kid out communicate from work on an to so if the best say, number one, president of the Casa. On the Casa fee, do so I see it for me. Any how to manga and for me. Now, we need to put blames on others. Never bomb on my opponent.
Meda say more for and to us so 0550922929 0552911929 0550922929 0552911929 Yemfa 2 more calls now Yemfa say hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good
morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Your mama no one any for be your president.
But we did this all can free.
The part of your family pursues me to start appeal crew. Asante mampo to start appeal crew.
Let's use about you.
Aha, your mama, your family, your mama, when you for what betty or man so one in the president don't be 8 years. It will be as the baby balance and Chafia. Na media for no come on Mokano day. One can man Mumunya de Munio. Nana Kate and a Sena say when you be our man be out of here, and I try what the charity will become. Bye bye.
Better say, because you, Baby Falas Holanda, before 4 days, no, and see lies. I don't know why it keeps dropping, though, but 0550. Okay, last caller. Hello, good morning. Yes, sir. But you did this all as a free.
Yo, me did the quality man, coffee, Kessben.
Kwame Appiah okay,
Kubi. Now the government has a image. We feel on more because Ghana no more GM. No more GFN, no man, no more allergies. That's will be to a booking and Kuta truck. No be family, as a family transfer. No be to say, all free. Oh, no, no, see a guinea says, can I make an idea? That I mean, the Maya, let me see Kaka and only about he will bet me the beer. That to ya the show my young Kaka. It will be a woman not said the woman.
Mention me that say, meant to be for BIBM, your brother, so you be quiet. We say good morning, Mr. Speaker. Some of us always advocate for democracy, especially within the ECOWAS region. But the people behind our democracy has been a problem, and propaganda alone is what is killing the implementation of policies. Edgeso Anna would the way a free idea. But Dominic Japan, thank you for a message. Anope. This one says that good morning, Mr. Speaker. Some of us are always okay, but they can't kind that what's idea baby. We say good morning, please. I'm called Mouse. I want to know more details of the betting tax. Okay, thank you very much. We say the excavators that are being seized should be used to excavate. Should be used for the elevation of the black voter on the Kintampo stretch. Farmers are suffering in that particular stretch. Thank you for a message, Musa Paka, okay, you sent in that one from Sunyane for a message, and ways. Good morning, Mr. Speaker and Ziga. From happenings I see, Ghana is not safe as a country. Galamsey is everywhere, and they are killing us gradually. Greetings to B.O. Adams. You sent in that one. This one says that please ask Ziga for 8 years. Show me the benefit the e-levy gave us and stop the propaganda. Ghanaians are tired of paying e-levy. It never did anything for us. Thank you for message. One for Dianka. We see the NPP man is talking too much. He's not an NPP man. He's a Ghanaian and a journalist expressing his thoughts and views. This one says that, good morning, Speaker. Ghana will suffer a lot. It's time for we to go for military rule. The democracy is not helping us. Yabua Kinsley, Edway Frefidia say Ada Eba. Yabua, thank you for a message. Good morning, Speaker. The great voice of all morning shows in Ghana. I'm Despite from Amasaman. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has already shown how humble and respect he has for Ghanaians. He promised to take off the e-levy, and he's very accommodated, and so he will do that. Now, Afrin Ziga can have his say, but the decisions are already taken. Thank you. This one says that, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Please, the government cannot remove the taxes. I'm Rockstar from Cape Coast. Rockstar, thank you for a message, And those are a couple of the messages, Mode Abba. Now, just 30 seconds, but for one see na yenko.
Yeah, Kwame Appiah yeah, bompa na yahwe se nyame adoma nyame adoma chine se yineba budget in the bar. We see what
we can have a better discussions on that. Okay, thank you.
But you see, I was a Papa be afraid. I don't normally react to that, but Papa be afraid. I was say Neduma away no nyane krano.
I was see oyo mobile.
Ono sa Papa no omre.
Ade.
Onu baby awo. Oh wa no afraid na ayi me bako school aha be say santrofo na beat me friend. On my head that to be friend. Te say the aso na afraid no. Bibi oba contribute the amendisi. Oh me bako school aha school fee ayi na gu. E dey say odo mu yusu na dem ya sa no ye. Don ka say
be that say be the West be the Kwame Appiah Kubi. Thank you very much for staying with us.
Mitro kakamio minro kakamio.